Hello everyone and welcome back to the One Stop Co-op Shop. We're going to do our final session of Nemo's War. We've got 10 cards left here. I don't know where the finale card is, but it's in the bottom 5. Also, I had mentioned something about the notoriety track, saying that it didn't really matter if I got myself all the way over to here. There's one thing that I forgot to tell you about. Every warship can be flipped to an opposite side, and that opposite side is purple. Usually it will give you the same amount of victory points, but it's harder to kill. If we get our notoriety to 36, they're going to upgrade all their warships. So every single warship that comes out and any that are on the board are going to flip to the purple side. Ugh, so I still have to watch my notoriety at least for a little bit. All right, let's get going. We'll start our turn by drawing this adventure card. Accident or incident? At 3 o'clock in the morning, I was awakened by a violent collision. I sat up in bed, listening in the darkness, and then was suddenly hurled into the middle of my stateroom. Apparently the Nautilus had gone around, then heeled over sharply. Well, it sounds like we totally just ran into something. Maybe an iceberg? Who knows? So this is a test. We have to get 9 or higher. We can wager the hull, so the hull will give us a +2. Then, if we pass, we'll get to keep the card, and then we can fail it after any test roll for a +2 DRM. At game's end, we can pass this if it's unused, which it's worth for us 2 victory points. I'm definitely going to use that for the +2 DRM. If we fail, we're going to lose 1 hull, and we have to fail 1 keep card in our tableau without getting any of its benefits, if we have any. Okay, so we really don't want to fail this. We've got to roll a natural 7. Let's see what we can get. 6 + 1. Wow, that's 7. That's just enough to pass this, so we'll keep this card. Now let's do some placement. Oh, seriously? 2, 2, 2, and 3. So we're only going to gain 1 action, and we have to place ships in 2s and 3s for the oceans. Man, getting only 1 action stinks. And so, okay, we have to place 3 in C2. So we're going to have to draw 3 of them. So our first one we have is just a yellow warship. He's going to be worth 3 victory points for us. Sure, let's put him here. 1, and then let's grab another one. Another yellow ship. We'll put him here. He's worth 0. That kind of stinks. And then 3. Come on. We have a merchant ship. Let's put the merchant ship here in the Central Pacific. So that's 3 ships. We need to do 1 at in C3. Oh boy, we're almost starting to get to the point where we have to flip some of these. We have a Deadly Seas card or token. What do you know? We found an uncharted island. We'll have to discard this and draw 1 adventure card. Oh, cool. So I'm going to draw an adventure card. Let's see what we get. Do no harm. They attacked me. I had to defend myself. All the same, I was content simply to put the frigate in a condition where it could do me no harm. It won't have any difficulty getting repairs at the nearest port. Oh, looks like we're going to take something out with this one. These are cannonballs. Okay, we have to get a 10. We can wager Nemo, which would give us a +2. And to keep this card, place 3 cannonball markers on this card. Before rolling, discard 1 token to gain a +2 DRM and +1 notoriety when you attack, after 3 uses fail. And you failed at the end, so you don't get any victory points. That is really cool for us, though, because that adds more oh, man, we're just getting all these things that can help us take out warships. That's awesome. We just need actions to do them. But we have to roll a natural 8. We have to roll a natural 8. Can we do it? 6, 7, 8. My goodness, I love these dice. That is a success. For our one and only action, we're going to stock attack, and we're going to stock attack this ironclad ship. The reason we're doing the ironclad ship is because we get to attack first. But remember, there are other warships here, so because of that, we have a -1 to our dice roll modifier. We have to hit a 10 or higher. We'll add that to an 11 because there's other warships there. But then, since we did a stock attack, that'll go back down to 10. Then we're going to wager our crew for 3, so that means we only need a 7. Then we have our strength and prow, which will make that a 6. And that should be it. So we just have to get a 6 to be able to take out this ship. Come on, 6. 11. Yeah. Sayonara, ironclad ship. We're in the Western Pacific, so we'll place that ship right here. And now we'll gain 2 notoriety because I'm definitely going to attack again. The only bad part about that is we're already getting close to where they'll flip to their purple sides. I don't really want to get there, but I think I'm okay for now. We're going to do the same thing with this armored frigate here. It's a 10. We're going to use all the same things as we used before, so we need a 6 or higher to take them out. Come on, 6 or higher. 5 plus 2 is 7. It was close, but we got him. That means we've just filled up this tonnage track for the Western Pacific. I think I'm going to end my action there, so I am going to have to increase notoriety by 1, but that's it. You know what? Who am I kidding? Let's do 2. Let's try and take out this capital ship. So we're going to still try and take out this capital ship in the same action. The capital ship, as you can see, is not iron, armored, or what's the other word? Battle. So this one does get to attack us first. So he's going to have to try and roll a 7 or lower to hit us. Because remember, we have the reinforced armor, so we get to subtract 1 to their roll. And of course, I said it the wrong way. We're going to add 1 to their roll. So that's why we're trying to just roll a 7 or higher. 6, 7, 8. Oh, we're good. So now we're trying to hit a 9. We now have no more warships in that sea. So this is a +1, plus our crew is a +3 for a +4, and we've got our prow for a +5. So we just need a 4 or higher to take them out. Come on, 4 or higher. Oh, yeah, 6. See ya. Unfortunately, though, that's going to go here, but I highly doubt we're going to get to danger. I mean, maybe we could get to 4. I mean, the way we're attacking, maybe. I am a little bit nervous about that finale card coming up quickly, so I think I'm going to use the chief engineer. Yes, Doug was telling me, yes, he does kill his his crew members. So I guess we're going to use the crew or chief engineer to gain 2 additional actions for this round. Now, if anything would have been on the backside here for notoriety or Nemo or something like that, that would happen. But we don't have to worry about that. There's nothing on the backside of the chief engineer. Our plan is to do some incite actions. So we're going to use, remember, we need to get a 9 to a 12. We can use one of any ship resource, so definitely the crew for a +3. Then we can use any sort of treasure that we have, and I don't think I'm going to use anything because we still have the sunken treasure here that gives us a +2. So we have a total of +5. I think that's pretty good. We just need to roll a 4 or higher for a success. Let's see what we get. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, that can decrease our notoriety by 2. Notoriety will go back down to 28, and we'll start the Chinese Migrants Rebellion. So that was using that second extra action. Now let's use our final action to do that again. So we have a +5. I'll use the crew again. +5, just need a 4 for a success. Hoping for at least a 4. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow. 7 plus 5 is 12. Another 2 notoriety down. That is not bad at all. Now we're going to incite the Tinsin Massacre, which actually I feel kind of bad about. But that'll end that round. Let's draw our next adventure card. Required repairs. That doesn't sound good. The Nautilus seemed becalmed only a few yards beneath the surface of the waves. I suppose that the crew was occupied with interior repairs, rendered necessary by the violence of the mechanical movements of the machine. This looks really gross. Oh, we'd pass at the end of the game and scored a negative VP if not removed. To remove this card, you must perform a successful repair action and forego 1 hull gain from doing so. Yeah, for 8 victory points, I'm going to have to do that. Boy, that one stinks. I'm in desperate need for some actions here. Let's see. Wow. 4, 5. We're only going to get 1 action again. I'll be honest and say I'm getting very lucky with some of my dice rolls for completing some of my checks. I've never been this lucky. But this is really hurting us, these dice rolls for determining actions. Ouch. So we only have 1, okay? And now we're going to have to place ships in 2, 4, 4, and 5. So all of them are filled, so we're just going to have to start drawing. So our first one is just a merchant ship for 2. Yeah, let's put it here. Cool. And then 4, 4. So, another merchant ship. Let's put that here. And wow, I did not know there was this many non-warships in there. 2, 4, 4. It's probably because I've taken out a lot of the warships. But there should be at least 4 reds in there, I think, or 3 reds. Here we go. Here's a warship. That will go in 5 right here. Okay, 1 action. The only thing I can really do, I want to move out of here. I could do a search. Is it worth it, though? I don't think it's worth it. We're running out of time. So I think I'm just going to take a movement over here to the Arctic seas, and then we're just going to draw our next adventure card and hope to goodness we get some better rolling. Attack of the giant squid! Just as we were crowding each other to reach the platform, 2 more arms lashed the air, swooped in the seamen stationed in front of Captain Nemo, and carried their fellow away with irresistible violence. Oh boy, that does not look good. This must be why we were trying to run away before and busted up our Nautilus. So we have to get a 10. We've got our crew for a +3 and a hull for +2. So actually we only have to get a 5 for a success. If we pass, we gain 2 treasures. But if we fail, we lose 2 crew or 2 hull or 1 of each. Oh, that would be really, really bad. This is only worth 2 victory points for us. But hey, it's 2 points. Come on, 5 or higher. Oh, wow. That is definitely not 5 or higher. This would really, really hurt us, you guys. So I think I am going to use my second reroll token so that I just lost 4 victory points for that, but that would have been really bad. We would have lost 1 hull, 1 crew, and then another 2 hull or 2 crew. Oh, that's only a 4. We need a 5. So I'm going to have to use Ned Land here. We're going to have to flip him over, and that's going to increase our notoriety. We have used him to be able to succeed at this blasted car. We only needed a 5. Oh my gosh. Okay, so increased notoriety, that stinks. The notoriety actually isn't terrible. Going up 1 is fine, but what stinks is I had to use 2 crew members for that 1 card. I'm realizing I don't know if I fully explained what happens when you fail. So, because I assumed it was going to happen in the game and I'd show you, but so far I've been mostly avoiding it. So what would happen is if we had wagered both crew and hull and we failed like we did, we take the lower die number, which this time would have been 2, and we lose 2 resources of each type. Then we would have had to lose 2 crew or 2 hull or 1 of each because that's the failure of this card. That's why I just could not fail this card. I had to do the reroll and I had to use Ned, even though all I'm getting is 2 treasures, which potentially could not even be very good, and 2 victory points. I think I lost with that card almost 11 victory points. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, we found another wonder, but that's only worth 2 victory points. Man. Okay, come on. Where are our rerolls? Where are our rerolls? Ah, just straight 2 victory points. I want to see a 6 and a 1 here with this placement. No, we got a 6, a 5, 5, and a 3. That is 1 action again. We'll do the 3 first, which is right here. So let's grab one from the ship. And we've got another merchant ship, so we'll put that here because it's connected. And then a 6, 6, and a 5 are all going to be up here. So we've got, another yellow warship. Wow, we're actually starting to run out of ships in here. 1... Not really, it just feels like it. And 2, we've got a deadly seas. Oh my goodness, this turn is going to crap. Nautilus breakdown. We immediately have to end our turn. Now, I looked this up in the rules. We lose our 1 action. We can't use any resources to gain additional actions this turn, but I do think we still get to place the last ship, because that was number 3. So I'm just going to grab 1 more from here, and we're going to place this white ship somewhere. The only place we can is over here in 6 in the Indian Ocean. We're starting to get overwhelmed with ships, and we can't do anything. We just have to draw the next adventure card. Oh boy. The 7th continent. The lost continent. But Captain Nemo came over and stopped me with a gesture. Then, picking up a piece of chalky stone, he advanced to a black basaltic rock and scrawled this one word: Atlantis. And really, that should say 7th continent. I just finished taping my next section of the 7th continent, so it's kind of funny that I found the lost continent. So this is going to be worth only 2 victory points for us. We have to get an 11, with a Nemo and a crew that we can wager. So that's going to give us a +5. That means we're going to have to roll a 6 or higher. We gain 2 more treasures or gain 1 Nemo. If we fail, we lose 1 Nemo and place 1 keep card from the tableau in the fail discard pile. Now I wonder, if we did fail that, can we put this one in the discard pile? Because, hey, it says to put 1 without getting a benefit, and it is a keep card. It doesn't say you can't do that. You know what? I think it says the only way you can remove it is by doing this. So I'm going to say that I can't cheat like that if I fail. But it was a thought. 6 or higher is all that I need. Oh, yeah, 10? Sweet. It's a bit crazy to say this, but the treasures are actually worth more for us than what Nemo is. Gaining Nemo would almost get us 2 victory points. Ooh, what does this say? X and place 1 insight cube in any available location. Hey, that's worth 4 victory points. We'll do that in a second. Let me just grab one more of these. Just straight 2. Just because we're probably not going to get back to the South Atlantic, I'm going to start the Ashanti Wars here, or Ashanti? I don't know. These wars in Africa for our additional 4 victory points. Come on, I need a 6 and a 1 so bad with this placement. Wow, 2 actions instead of 1. Oh, you guys, this could end really bad. But we have 1, 4, 4, and 6 for placement. First, here's our 2 actions. Then for 1, we cleared out the Western Pacific. But look at this, 4, 4. 4 is full. Everything that's connected to it is full. So now we have to start flipping the non-warships to be warships. So I want this one to be a warship because it'll get us more points if we take it out. And it's an ironclad. That's great because we can attack that guy first. And then we'll flip. Let's flip this one. We still can place a ship in 6, so let me just grab one from here. Oh, another Deadly Seas. I don't know if I want to see what this is. I was feeling like the Deadly Seas weren't hurting us a ton, but boy, are these hurting us now. Fire aboard. Immediately lose 1 resource or character. And I think I'm going to lose Nemo. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I think that's what I'm going to do. Losing 1 Nemo is incredibly risky because look at how close we are. We're getting closer to defeat. But I really want my crew to stay here for the +3s. And all my characters that are left, I really want to keep them. I have the first officer, if nothing else, who can start giving me 3 actions in 1 turn or 1 round if I need it. I have a whopping 2 actions. Now, I still have my first officer that I could use, but I think this is what I'm going to do for this round. I'm going to try and take out this American whaler ship and then move over here. I'm going to draw the next adventure card. That means there's going to be 5 left, which means the next one could be the last finale card after that. Oh boy. But I'm hoping then I can take out just this ironclad ship right here, and that's it. And then move over to the next sea. This European seas has an iron, an iron, and an iron. So I can attack all 3 of those first, which would be awesome. I can leave this clipper. I don't really care. And then I need to come down here to the Indian Ocean and take out at least 1 ship. And then I would be at the threat level, which is 17 victory points. Okay, that's the plan. Let's see if we can do it. We're going to stock attack this whaler ship. We only need a 9. That's a +1. +3 from our crew for +4 and +1 for our strength and prow. So we just need to roll a 4 or higher. We can take this ship out and get +1 Nemo. 4 or higher. Should be easy. 3, 4, 5. Barely, but we did it. We took out this American whaler and the Arctic Ocean, which is in between 2 major oceans, the Western Pacific and the North Atlantic. So we're definitely going to drop that ship here in the North Atlantic. We do have to increase our notoriety by 1 and gain 1 Nemo. We'll pop up Nemo and increase our notoriety to 28. Our second and final action this round, we're moving in to the North Atlantic. Okay, this is our 1 card before we get to the final 5. Commerce scarce. The Shipping and Mercantile Gazette, the Lloyd's List and Packet Boat, and the Maritime and Colonial Review, all papers devoted to insurance companies which threatened to raise their rates of premium, were unanimous on this point. Public opinion had been pronounced. We have to perform this many reactions. 4, and we could pass if we're the motive of war or anti-imperialism, or 2, and fail if the motive is explore or science. So we're going to have to do 4 reactions, and we can either A, gain +1 notoriety, or flip any non-warship tokens to show warship side. Oh, that's actually not terrible. We're going to flip 4 ships. I don't want to increase notoriety. So this Mary one over here is going to turn into a ship that could give us up to 4 victory points. We're also going to flip this one. Yes, and it's armored. Oh, that's awesome. And then we'll flip this one over here and this one right here. We netted 1 whopping victory point for that, but that actually was not a bad thing for us. Yes! 3 actions. Okay, so yeah, we're going to use these 2 because we don't want a lull turn. Gosh, how many times have I rolled doubles, you guys? 3 actions is absolutely amazing. Okay, so location 2 is here, and we'll have to place a ship. And it will be just a white ship right here, a non-warship. And then 2. Then we have to do 2 5s and a 6. Oh boy. So we're going to have to place 2 ships here, and then depending, we might have to flip a white ship if we get one. And we get a yellow ship here. Uh-oh. This could be bad. Let's see. This is for the second 5. We get another yellow ship. Okay, so now we go to the next step because there are no non-warships to flip, and we have to place one more ship. So you can see here, we would have to flip white non-warships to gray warships. We can't do that. So we have to draw a warship token and place it in any empty location. If there are none, you immediately lose the game. If you place it in the Nautilus current ocean, fight it immediately, a mandatory free stock. So I'm going to grab from here. I'm going to make sure it is, yep, it is a warship. So we're going to place this capital warship somewhere. It's really not the end of the world because we've got tons of open spaces over here where we took out ships. We just happen to keep rolling 5s and 6s. So that's why this area is so full of ships. But we have 3 actions. I think it's time to use our first action. We're going to stock attack this ironclad ship. First things first, we get to attack because it says iron in the name. That's why I'm attacking this one. This is an 11 for us because there's other warships, but other warships in the sea, in that specific sea, but we've got our stock, so that'll get rid of that. We then have our +3 from the crew and +1 from our strength and prow for 4. So we just need to roll a 6 or higher to take this guy out. 6 or higher? Yeah, we can do that. 4, 5, 6, 7. We barely did, but we did. The North Atlantic, right here. And because it's a gray ship, that gave us a total of 4 victory points instead of 2. But we do still have to increase notoriety. And we're going to end that action because I don't want to attack any of the other ships in that sea. Our notoriety will go up to 29. We have 2 more actions. Let's have some fun. So first, action 1 is to move over to the European seas. And then for our final action, we are going to bold attack. And you'll see why I'm doing this. Prince Albert is the one we're going to take out first. So first of all, this will be an 11 instead of a 10. But what we can do is still use our strength and prow, so that'll be a 10. We're going to wager our crew for a +3, so we have to get a 7. And then we're going to use this, our do no harm. Use one of these. We'll have to increase our notoriety by 1, but we add +2. So we have a total of +5. We just need a 5 or higher to take that ship out. We can do 5. We can do 5. 3, 4, 5. Yep, just enough to say toodles to Prince Albert. What's great is we need ships in the European seas, so that's awesome. We are 1 ship away from being able to get 17 victory points. But we have to increase our notoriety by 3. 2 for this and 1 for using the cannon. +3 is kind of a lot, but we've got to keep going. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to attack again. Normally, we'd have to increase our notoriety. But remember, we still have that periscope device. That means that if we bold attack, we don't have to increase our notoriety. Hence the reason I'm bold attacking. We also have to get a 10 here. And remember, we're attacking again because the iron's in the name, so we're attacking first. So we have to get a 10 +1 because there's other warships. But we have our prow to negate that, and then crew for 3, so we're going to have to roll a 7 or higher, and I don't think I'm going to use another cannon on this one. I think I'm going to take a chance with the 7. A 7 or higher. 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, yeah. See ya. We'll place the Kotetsu right here, and you know what? I think we're going to go again, but we do have to increase notoriety. Let's bump this up by 1. Here we have the Belakis, and if you look at this, we have to do a 10 again. Same thing, I'm going to wager the crew. That means we need a 7 or higher. Come on, 7. 2 and 2, that is definitely not good. We're going to use up Council here. We're going to exhaust him or kill him to get a reroll. We just lost 4 victory points for that, but we still failed. Since we failed, we have to lose 1 of our crew because our lower die number was a 1. And we have to increase our notoriety by 1 because we didn't defeat the ship. But now the ship still gets to attack us. This Belakis would hit us on anything less than a 7. But we have our reinforced armor, so it'd be anything less than an 8. Unfortunately, though, or anything less than a 6, sorry. But unfortunately, there are other warships in that sea, so then it's going to be back to anything less than a 7. So we just have to roll less than or more than a 7. Sorry I'm having such a hard time saying this. You guys should know. Yeah, 5 + 4 is 9. That's above the 7, so missed us. Well, that totally stunk. Right now, we could be ending the game here, and we won't get the 17 victory points because we don't have one in the Indian Ocean. Let's see. A pearl worth 10 million. There, between its leaf-like folds, I saw a loose pearl as big as a coconut. Its globular shape, perfect clarity, and wonderful orient made it a jewel of incalculable value. Carried away by curiosity, I stretched out my hand to take it, weigh it, and fondle it. This is a keep card, so when in the Indian Ocean, for one action, we can test this, and if we pass it, we'd get 3 treasures. Or we can just keep this, and it goes into the pass file if unused, and that would give us 3 victory points. Or 3 treasures could probably give us more than 3 victory points. So we are planning on going to the Indian Ocean, so this might actually be something that we do. Ship placement time and action collection. Look at that. It doubles again with the white. I think I've done that every time this game. 1 and 6, 5 actions. Yeah. Wow, that really opens up a lot of stuff for us with 5 actions. Nice. So 1, 1, and then 2 is next. So we'll have to reveal for this one. We have a yellow warship. 1, 1, 2, and then 6. We can place one in the seas that we're at. And we have a freighter. Okay, cool. For our first action, we're going to bold attack again that ironclad. I want to take that ironclad out. With our bold attack, we'll just essentially get the benefit of our crew for a +3, so we need to hit a 7 or higher. The only reason we are doing that because we have the strength and prow, so that takes care of the +1 because of the other warships in the sea. I failed on this twice last time. Come on, 7? 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, yes. We'll place this here again in the European seas. I mean, it's just giving us victory points. It's not going to help with our tonnage. There's no way we're going to get to a menace. But at least I'm getting victory points, and I'm taking out that ship for a reason. We have to increase our notoriety by 1. Now, I could attack again, but if I do attack, we would have to then flip warships to the purple side. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to end that action and do our next action as an incite action. Our incite action, we have our sunken treasure for a +2, but look at this. It's -1 per uprising cube. There's 1 uprising cube already placed in that sea. And -1 per revealed ship token. Well, there's 2 ships that are left in that sea. So that means I have a -3 right now to our dice roll. So I'm going to wager the crew plus our sunken treasure for a +5. -3 gives us a +2. And I'm going to add one other thing. I'm going to add a 2 victory pointer to add +2 to our roll for to being a total of +4, because I'm hoping maybe I can get to here and decrease our notoriety by 2. We're going to add 4 to this roll. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ugh, darn it. 10 still isn't bad. I shouldn't complain. We'll at least get to go down notoriety by 1. And we incited the Fenians' troubles here, which is good, but I was just really hoping, especially with wasting 2 victory points, I could get maybe a little more value out of it, but that's okay. We've got 3 more actions, so I'm going to go 1 over here, and then our next action is we are going to attack. And I think we're going to stock attack. I need that +1. And you know what? We're not going to stock attack that one. We're going to stock attack this one because it's worth 3 victory points instead of 2. It's got iron in its name, so we get to attack first. We, with our +1 here, cancel out the +1 that they get for other warships. We have our crew for a +3 and our strength and prow for a +4, so we need a 6 to take out this iron side. Let's see a 6 right here. 3, 4, that's a fail. Do you remember this card? This card allows us, after a die roll, to add +2 to a dice roll. So 4 + 2 is 6. That'll be enough to take this ship out. But now we have to put this in the fail area, so we won't get the 2 victory points. And we still got a 5, so we netted 3. I'm okay with that. And the most important thing, 17 victory points. We just gained another 5 because we filled that. Now, if we can take out a ship here and somehow get these 2 out before the end of the game, we could be in danger. That's 23 victory points. I've never filled up to this far before. The biggest problem now, though, 1, 2. We now have to flip all warships to their purple side. I know we stock attacked. We're still going to keep attacking with this same action. So our notoriety is going to go up to 37. I should have showed you that, but I already moved it. And I'm going to attack this guy. Because see, this guy does not get changed to the purple side because they are the white ships that get flipped over to the gray side. So his defense is a 10, but remember, it's one more because there's another ship in the seas. So he's an 11, and then what we're going to do is stock for 10, crew for another 3, so we have to get a 7, and then our strength and prow to make it a 6. Come on, 6. 679. Yes, done. We'll place this Rey de Portugallo right here. Nice. Look at that. Just 2 more C's. We do have to increase notoriety by 1, and we're not going to do any more attacking. Just so I can show you guys. 1, because we stock attacked successfully 2 times in a row, and then 1 because we took out that ship. For our last action this round, we're going to try and do this test. We get a +3 for our crew. If we get a 7 or higher, we get 3 treasures. Is this smart? I don't know, but we got a +3. 6 plus 1 is 7. Yes, so we did collect it. We get 3 treasures. Come on, looking for something good, looking for something good. Lots of victory points. Yeah, it's only worth 2. That's a wonder. Of course, find a wonder. Let's see. We have, 3. Okay, so that was a total of 5 victory points. So we've already made up for giving up that card. Let's see. This is just going to be all bonus points. X and draw 2 treasure tokens. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we'll draw 1. This one. Oh, this is for 1 action. Yes. I forgot about those ones. Oh, that might be really key. Of course, that's only if we don't end the game here. And 1 additional victory point. Let's draw our next adventure card, and this could be the finale card. Let's see. Oh, no, it's not. A novel proposal. The first thing I noticed was a range of mountains about 2,000 feet high, the shapes of which were most capricious. I knew that we were nearing the island of Ceylon, the pearl which hangs from the lobe of the Indian peninsula. We can pass this and reveal 1 additional Nautilus card, which is now available for... fail, we would just fail. I'm just going to roll it. I'm not going to do any sort of wagering. If we fail, we fail it. It's not even any victory points, so who cares? Let's see what we get. 6, 7? We failed it. That's totally fine. It's just a fail. Okay, you know what I need here? I need lots of actions. I've got tons of plans if I get lots of actions. Yes! 4 actions. 4 actions is utterly amazing. We might be able to get ourselves over to the danger level. All right, so 1... we have to reveal a ship. And you guys can see, do you see all the purple ships now? Yeah, looks kind of intimidating. Okay, this is an ironclad. Let's put that right here. No, I want to keep that blank. Yeah, I'm going to put it over here. So that's 1. Now, 2, we'll have to just flip one of these. So I'll flip this one. And then 4, we'll have to, we can place 1 here. And then 5, we can place a hidden ship token there. First 2 actions is pretty obvious. 1 here, 2 to stock attack this ironclad. If we take that out, we can use it as a South Atlantic ship, and then we only need 1 more for the Eastern Pacific to be able to say that we're at the danger level for tonnage. This is a 10, and we are going to wager our crew for a 3. We're going to have our strength and prow for 4, and the stock for 5. There's no other ships, so we just have to roll a 5 or higher. 5 or higher on 2 dice. Perfect. We'll drop them right here. Gosh, does this not look awesome? 1 notoriety, though, for that. Whew. We're getting close to adding another die for placement. So I think I'm going to be risky. I'm going to action 3, I'm going to move here. And then our final action, I'm actually going to move to Cape Horn. But then I'm going to use that additional action token we just got, that's only worth 2 victory points, done, to be able to use 1 more action and attack this ship with a stock attack. The reason I'm doing this one and not these, this actually is going to give us more victory points, and none of these were iron or armored or battle, so they'd all get to attack me first. And there's more ships here, so it's more likely they're going to hit me. This guy, he's not even going to attack me. And I have to roll essentially a 5 or higher, because I'm going to do the same thing. The +1 stock, +3 crew, and +1 strength and prow. Just need a 5 or higher. 3, 4. Boy, I can't believe we're having to do this, but I'm going to do it. We're going to use up Professor Aeronox. He's going to give us a +2 after a dice roll, so we're at 6, but we just gave up 8 victory points for that. But and we have to increase our notoriety, but then we at least take out the ship and we don't lose our crew. We'll place the Star of India in the Eastern Pacific, since it's adjacent to that, the ocean that we took them out in, and that is 23 victory points. Yeah, but 3 notoriety increase plus the 1 because we used up Professor Aeronox, so that's 4. That is really, really crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh, 1 away, and we're going to end that turn. So now we draw our adventure card, and we wonder, well, this could be the finale card. Another 1,000 leagues. If this is the case, and Captain Nemo still inhabits the ocean, his adopted country, may the hate be appeased in that fierce heart. May the contemplation of so many wonders extinguish the spirit of vengeance in him. May the executioner pass away, and the scientist continue his peaceful exploration of the seas. Look at that, you guys. It is the finale, but if the drop pile is empty, you pass and win the game. We have 2 more adventure cards, so we're not. Otherwise, return this card to the bottom of the drop pile and continue playing normally. So we're going to have a total of 2 more rounds. And this will be worth at least 7. That's still pretty good. Looks like it's ship placement time. Okay, only 1 action, and we got to place ships in 3, 4, 4, and 6. Now you might be wondering, well, why don't I do a lull turn? Well, when we do that lull turn, we have to check for all of those insight tokens that we have out, and we could lose a bunch of them. Each one's worth 4 victory points, so no way. I'll just take the 1 action. We got a 3, so the 3 we can place 1 here, 2 4s. Oops, I take this off. We'll place hidden ship tokens here, 3, 4, 4, and 6. Yeah, since we took out so many ships, I wasn't really worried about more ships coming out either. So for our 1 action, we're going to move ourselves right here. And we're in the Eastern Pacific. This is a little bit risky, but I really like this idea. We're essentially just going to take this keep card. It doesn't take an action to gain 2 crew and 2 notoriety. We could have put an insight token, but there is no place to do that on the Eastern Pacific, which I thought was weird. Yeah, we lose 2 victory points, but you'll see why I'm doing this. 2 notoriety means more ships are going to start coming out. But gaining 2 crew, 8, 12. 12 victory points if we can keep our crew there. That's why it was totally worth it. Okay, that's going to end that turn. Let's draw our next adventure card. The Earth wants not new continents, but new men. May the contemplation of so many wonders extinguish forever the spirit of vengeance. May the judge disappear and the philosopher continue the peaceful exploration of the sea. A very interesting card considering that we are in the war motive and we're totally taking out tons of ships. We're not being very, free-spirited. We have to get a 9. We can wager Nemo. If we pass, we may reset Nemo's ship resource to the determined space. That's lower than what we're at, so I don't want to do that. But if we fail, we lose 1 Nemo and gain 2 notoriety. And our notoriety is getting close to that defeat section now. So we definitely want to pass this if we can. So I'm adding +2 with Nemo, so we have to hit a 7 or higher. Come on, 7. Oh yeah, 10, we're good. So we're just going to put this in the pass. It's going to be worth 2 victory points for us. We're going to be placing ships only 2 more times. This is the first time. Lots of dice. 2, 3, wow, 1 action again. This has just been terrible. But we have 1 action. We have to place ships in 1, 1, 2, 3, 3. For 1, 1, we'll have to draw 2 new ships. So we'll grab this one, and it's going to be on its purple side. It's a battleship. Cool. So we could take that one out if we wanted. 1, 1. Okay, another purple ship. We are in 2, so we can place a ship here. So we have, a red one. That's going to be an iron side. Put that there. And then we have 2 3s. So we will draw a green ship. That'll go here. Wow, this is just, it gets overwhelming. Good thing we only have to place ships in 1 more spot. Or 1 more time. We totally got hosed on the actions. We're going to use our second officer here. He's going to give us +1 action, but we now only have 1 of our starting crew members left, and we're going to take 2 actions to come over here. What I'm hoping is next turn, if we get 3 actions, I'm going to spend 2 to repair the hull to get rid of this blasted -8, and then do 1 more rebellion insight, and then probably call it a game. Here is our for sure last adventure card. The Torres Straits are nearly 34 leagues wide, but they are obstructed by an innumerable quantity of islands, islets, breakers, and rocks. The Nautilus, floating betwixt wind and water, went at a moderate pace. Her screw, like a catechine's tail, beat the waves slowly. And that's catechians. I'm sorry, I can't talk. This is a keep card, so immediately between blah, blah, I don't even care. We're not going to go between the Indian and Western Pacific in this last turn. What's important, let's see, fail at the end. Yeah, failing you. Fail if unused. So we're not going to get... I was hoping we could get 3 victory points. We're just not going to get anything for this one. Final placement. Oh my gosh, we have 5 actions. That's actually really nice. And I think, you guys, I rolled 2 out of the 3 white dice the same every time except for once, I think. 5 actions. Don't mind if I do. 1 once. We're going to have to place ships in both of those locations. So we've got a purple Ironside. I'm putting that definitely here because I think we're going to have to take that ship out. 1, and then here's another one. And this will be on the white side initially. Okay. And then a 4. And we definitely have a place to place one. And this will be white. 5 we can place here. Okay, good. So we didn't lose because we couldn't place a ship. So that's nice. And then a 6. Not that it really matters because we're probably not going to do anything with them. Oh, it's a Deadly Seas. That could be really bad. It's a Great Oceans. And here it says place 2 more ships. But there's only space for 1 more ship. So my guess is for that second one, I'll just flip a white one. So first, for that additional ship, we have, what is this? The frigate Abraham Lincoln. Good thing I'm not taking that one out. You guys, I'm all confused. Look at this. There's an empty spot here. I think I should have instead placed one of these, and then I would not have to place that last ship. So I'm going to put both of those back in the cup. I don't think it really matters because we're not going to be trying to take out any ships over here anyhow. Instead, our first action is going to be trying to take out this Ironside. He doesn't get to attack us first because it's an Ironside. We're going to stock attack. We've got our strengthened prow for +1. Our crew for a 3 for +4. We're going to use another one of these cannons for a +2. That's going to give us a +6. And the stock itself will give us a +7. So we just have to roll a 4 or higher to take this guy out. But I'm going to increase my notoriety 2 +1 for the cannon. So that's 3. A 4 or higher. Yeah, got it. Sweet. And that's a 6 more victory points for us. We'll place that ship over into the Western Pacific since it's connected. But now we have to increase our notoriety by 4. Whew, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're 2 away from losing the game. Oh, that's why our next action that we're going to take is going to be an insight action. We're going to insight. We get our +2 from our sunken treasure, our +3 from our crew, so that's a total of 5. And I don't think I'm going to spend any more treasure tokens. I think we should be able to get to 9 at least. And the reason why I came over here was to do this because there's now no ships here. If that ship had been there, we'd have to get some -1s to our dice rolls. So that's why I took out the ship first before doing this. 4 or higher will do it. Sweet. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's going to be 12. Yes. At a 12, our notoriety is going to go down by 2. And we incited the Maori resistance. Perfect. And look at this. We only have 1 insight cube left. That means we put out 11, I think. Just confirmed it definitely is 11. Now we're going to spend 2 actions. So we're going to have 1 action left and we're going to repair the hull. We just need a 7 or an 8 to get 1 hull repair, which then we can discard this keep card and get that 8 victory points back. So we'll wager the crew for a +3, so we just need a 5 or higher. 5 or higher, we can totally do that. 4, 5, 6, 7. That gives us 1 hull repair, so I'll place this card in the discard pile. Well, I think that's all she wrote for us. We have 1 more action. There's nothing we can do in the South Pacific. We could move, but that's our last action. And we know what our last card is here, so we get to put that in the completed area. But now the game is done. So now we're going to count up victory points. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to count them on my own and then show you guys what the total is. I was counting up scores and I totally forgot that I had this Captain Nemo's Diaries here. So I've got to do this. Since I passed the finale card, I have to roll a natural 8. I can't affect it with anything. I just have to roll an 8. If I do, I gain a Nemo. If I fail, I lose a Nemo. And then I have to put this in the fail pile. An 8 is kind of high, so I don't know. Let's see. 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. So we passed this. You guys, I cannot believe this. All of this added up exactly 274. And if we look at the book, I believe that is the highest score you can get. Just the edge. Or no, it's just under the total amount. Triumph is 275. Oh my gosh. If I could have done something, I don't know what. 275. So we got 274. We got a success. Many ships are lost at sea to mysterious circumstances. The Imperial navies spend years hunting for the cause of their sunken ships. Rumor never confirmed of a metal-hulled monster caused the economic cost of shipping to soar. Eventually, ships organize into giant convoys to protect themselves from the danger at sea, and shipping slows dramatically. The land wars in Europe over declining access to the world's resources drag on for decades. As survivors return from the European wars, the colonies are able to rise up and throw off their oppressors at a great cost of life. Whew! Is that good? I don't know. But there you have it. That was success. We were 1 point away from a triumph. I have never even gotten a success, much less a triumph. So this was a blast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That was so different from all my other plays. I have never seen purple ships. This is the first time I've seen purple ships. And not only that, the first time I've gotten 23 victory points with the tonnage track. I really, really like this game. You'll see in my top 10, actually I'm going to do a top 15 solo games. You'll see that this one is in there. I've played it 7 times and I am going to keep pulling this one out. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day.